This time I will compare the results of a modern 85mm FE mount lens from Zeiss, with a classic Canon 100mm FD lens from 1973. As you can see, the Zeiss Batis is considerably larger than the FD lens. This is due to the fact that Batis has autofocus and its aperture is f1.8, while FD lens's aperture is just f2.8. The Canon FD lens was again tested using photodiox Canon FD to Sony FE adapter. The FD lens has a very strong metallic body, and everything seems to work mechanically as if the lens was new. There are signs of use, because this lens has traveled with me during hiking trips. From the test results, we can see that the center is at best at f4, and the overall best aperture setting is f11. Note that the center is very good from f2.8 to f11, and the performance drops due to diffraction at the two smallest apertures. And at f11, this lens is very good, providing with a resolution of 22 megapixels of the possible 36 megapixels of Sony A7R. At f4, the resolution stays the same, but the upper right-hand corner is weaker. And wide open, at f2.8 aperture, the center is still excellent but corners are getting weaker. The test results at center of Batis 85mm are excellent, and overall maximum performance is reached at aperture f11, just like with Canon FD100. But what happened to the corner performance at f2.8 and f4? Batis's performance at f11 aperture is outstanding, providing with 24 megapixel resolution from A7R's 36 megapixels. Compared with Canon FD100, the center and corners are 3% better with 2 megapixel better resolution. Do you think this is a lot? Batis's best center performance is reached at f2, but the two lower corners are weak. And at the widest aperture of f1.8, performance stays the same. And as you can see, Batis does not do a very good job at f4, because the lower corners are very weak. And comparing the Zeiss Batis to Canon FD at f4, shows how poor Batis is at this aperture. Why is my over 40 years old Canon lens better or equal to Zeiss Batis? Maybe because of the increased complexity that demands tighter manufacturing tolerances and mechanical quality? Or have I again received a poor lens sample, because DxO mark measurements at f4 aperture show 70% sharpness at the corners, and I have measured just above 40% in the lower corners?